it's Psychic Medium Queen coming in with another reading. But before we get into that, guys, I want to welcome all my new subscribers. Welcome to the Enlightened family. If you happen to come across this channel, it wasn't by chance. Feel free to join us for more readings like this and readings to aid you on your own personal spiritual path. Don't forget to like the video, comment, and subscribe.
Hey. Hi, Cherise. We're going to give people time to get in here. How you doing? It's good to see you. As always, there's a little bit of a delay. I'm glad you were able to make it. And I hope you have some snacks. Do you got some snacks? Because we're going to be here for a little bit today. We're going to give everybody a few minutes to get in, and I'm going to get into it. Let you guys know what we're going to be covering. Aww. I hope she feels better. Sending light and love and healing vibes. Can you hear me good, Cherise? Are we loud and clear? There's like a little bit of a couple seconds delay. Okay, we're literally going to wait until 5:05. Okay, good. Perfect. And then we're going to get into what we're going to be covering today. So we're going to wait about 60 more seconds. Yeah, I think there's like just a few, about 10-second or so delay there. I hope you and Gia are cozying up and taking care, drinking lots of fluids and things like that. Hi, Sherrod. Welcome to the live. Okay, well, I said at 5:05 we was going to start. We gave everybody time to get in. So, we are covering today, you guys. We are covering updates on your favorite celebrities, and we're also going to be doing one-to-one readings. Please, my social media manager, Sharon, please do pin the details. If you want to get one-to-ones, please let me know. For those of you guys who have booked one-to-ones already, you paid in advance. You guys have the decision if we'll cover those before the live celebrity reads or after. You guys will let me go. So go ahead and cast your votes, because I know, Sharice, you did pay. You do have 5 minutes. And then I also see Kathy Lean has 5 minutes. She's not yet here yet. So I'll let you decide, Sharice, if you want to just go forward with the celebs, and then we'll do the one-to-ones after. Because I also, if we have time, I also want to do a mini collective read about a particular topic that's been on my heart for a while now. And the title of that is Do Not Sleep with Your Assignment. Okay, so that's going to be a heavy. But go ahead and cast your votes if you guys want to do those one-to-ones before or after. It'll probably be good for us to do them after, because I'm not seeing everybody here, like I said, that has one-to-ones. So let me know. Okay, you got it. Perfect. All right, definitely. Okay. So, you guys, now before we get started, for the VIPs, you guys already know this, but I'm going to be posting this to YouTube. I have a huge announcement, you guys. For those of you guys watching on YouTube when this is posted, I know I've been quite quiet on YouTube lately, and I want to share the exciting reasons as to my absence and why I haven't been able to post nearly as much this year. But first, before I say that, I want to send a heartfelt thank you to all of you all for your unwavering support over these past almost 6 years. Your belief in this journey and your belief in me has truly caused this to be transformative for my life and for my desires for this journey. Now, throughout this time, I've had the honor of helping to locate missing people. I've helped solve cases involving individuals who were unalived. I've provided, through spirit, constant aid and comfort to those in sorrow while aiding countless souls in finding their best selves through spirit. And many of you guys in this comment section can attest to that. And I thank you so much for being a devoted client. Now, my YouTube channel was birthed from the profound guidance that spirit provided through, surrounding the loss of Kobe Bryant and Gianna. Those readings which brought solace and closure to the lives of almost 100,000 souls and counting to date. With this in mind, my ultimate goal has always been to supersede platforms like YouTube and Facebook. And thanks to the continuous hard work, determination with Spirit's divine guidance to navigate my brand has not only gone international, but is now global. Psychic Medium Queen and PMQ Essentials is now serving clients worldwide, from the US to Iran to Africa, Sudan, India, Bangladesh, China, Canada, just to name a few, and everywhere in between. Now, what does this mean for you all? Now, as my VIP clients already are aware, my availability for communication has drastically been limited and decreased. So I encourage those of you all who have been on this platform with me since its inception on YouTube, who want to read with me someday, I suggest you do that now and get you a permanent slot, because I'm booking in through next year already. I'm so excited for what lies ahead. I couldn't have done this without all of you, especially my loyal clientele of almost now 6 years. Now let's keep this moving forward together, and stay tuned for updates. And I look forward to connecting with more of you soon. I will be still posting videos on YouTube on the very rare occasion that time does permit. But your psychic bestie is now serving clients around the globe, and I am so grateful. So that's what I've been doing. I have been busy. That's where I've been. Okay, guys. And I do have major partnerships with people in these areas as well that are marketing my business constantly. So there's going to come a time where you will not be able to reach me for months. So I urge you to solidify your slot. If you ever want to read with me, now is the time. My rates are significant in comparison to what you get with me one-on-one, and those will be changing at some juncture. For those of you guys who are my VIPs that's been with me for 6 years, your rates will not change as promised, because you've been faithful. So things will be changing, and it will be harder to reach me. So get your spot now. Oh, thank you, Sharon. I appreciate you. All right. With that said, let's get it rocking and rolling. And let me tell you guys, we're going to be covering, very busy. That's my spoiled ones talking. So, we're going to be covering Papoose and Remy. As usual, I'm going to give you guys preliminary messages I got in meditation. Ain't nothing changed in that regard. We're going to do things the way we've been doing things around here. So we're going to cover Papoose and Remy. We're going to cover DDG and Haley. We're also going to cover Puff. And we're also going to cover Queen Naja and Clarence. If we have any more time, then we will do the collective. And we'll add anybody else you guys want to know about. Hello, Robert. Welcome to the newbie watching. How you doing? Welcome to the live. And after we're doing the celebrities, we're going straight into one-on-ones. Okay, you guys? All right, let's get rocking and rolling. Let's get right into the messages as it relates to Papoose and Remy. Now, Spirit is showing a continuous tug of war continue on here with this baby that they have together. Because Remy wants Papoose. You know what, you guys? Remy wants Papoose back. That's what Spirit showed me. Despite what she's doing and saying, I'm even seeing her try to go so far as to put the moves on him. She probably has done this already, but this is something that she would never admit to in public. Because Spirit is saying this. It was a joke in the last read, but this is what somebody said, but Spirit brought it back up because she literally did get the Timu version of him. Now, Spirit gave in the last reading exactly what Papoose himself said. If you guys haven't seen Papooses live, he literally affirmed what Spirit gave to me 4 months ago. He said it and affirmed it last week, you guys. So he did not want to bring this whole situation public. That's what he said. And Spirit, he said that out of his mouth verbatim. So we're going to delve deeper and get updates on that. That's just a preliminary messages, but we're going to dive deeper into what's going to be happening next. Yes, I know. Whoa, I don't know. Because you guys know I don't do the social media thing. So I purposely don't watch people's lives that I cover because I get more through spirit. I don't want any kind of subjective ever coming into my readings. As you all know, that have been with me a long time. You guys know I don't play that. I don't give my opinion. It's always spirit. So I don't watch these folks. Okay, so as it relates to DDG and Haley Bailey, Spirit gave a prediction months ago, about 4 months ago, I want to say. You can check for me, Shrine, and just make sure. But Spirit gave a prediction months ago that DDG was indeed jealous of Haley Bailey, and that he got with her to bring her down. For those of you guys who missed that reading, I will link it below. As it relates to what I see for them to come, prior to that prediction, Spirit did also say that Haley would surprise DDG. For you guys, that's also in the reading that I'm going to post, that she will become stronger, that she was going to start fighting back, and she indeed did. Now, one of the things I see to come before we delve into them is that Spirit is showing me a blockade, meaning that he is not going to have any access to her or her home. I'm literally seeing bars. This could be metaphorical or it can be literal. If he keeps pushing the envelope, Spirit is saying DDG will more than likely be arrested or is going to suffer some severe consequences for his actions towards her. I'm even seeing a court case. So there may be a fight for custody as it relates to Halo as well. Now, as it relates to Puff Daddy, P. Diddy. Now, you guys remember that I did that reading, I want to say about 8 months or so ago. Spirit gave predictions that much more will be coming to light. The things that we were seeing were nothing compared to what was to come out. That he was trying to keep things under wraps, i.e. that video, that he didn't want to be seen to affirm exactly what happened. Because Spirit literally said in the reading that was given that everything that they were saying that he did indeed do it. Now, there were people going back and forth on social media and things like that saying, he didn't do it. There's no proof and blah, blah, blah. Spirit said it real boldly. Yes, he did. And after that, 8 months later, everything has come to the surface. And Spirit told you all that. So as it relates to what is to come, I'm seeing him get hit hard with the book. He's getting slammed with so many charges, you guys. This does not look good for him. I'm seeing him with his head in his hands. That could be metaphorical, literal. He's going to have a permanent head full of gray hair when he is let go by the system. I'm seeing this man in handcuffs. So they are not going to let him off because you can't get away with doing things that he's done. There's just too much evidence. And there's no amount of money to get away from that. I'm literally seeing Puff here in tears. Yes, ma'am. Everything is coming out. Everything is coming out. All right. And then lastly here in my preliminary messages, as it relates to Queen Naja and Clarence, NY to the C, Spirit is showing me a laziness coming up in Clarence as we speak. Okay. They're also still showing me that the marriage prediction that has been ongoing for years that I gave is still outstanding, because I remember one of the last readings that they gave, because I've been covering, that was one of you guys' favorite people for me to cover. I've been covering these people for years now, and much of what Spirit has said has come to pass back to back to back to back to back, never failed. But the marriage had been getting pushed out because of the expectation and things like that. But Spirit did show that there was trouble in paradise, in fact. And then Clarence and NYC and Queen came and affirmed that. Okay. So yes. Okay. So that's the preliminary messages that Spirit gave. Now we're going to go and delve into each one of these one by one. So we're going to go in the order that I gave you guys the preliminary messages in. So let's see what they're saying as it relates to Papoose and Remy. And I'm going to try my best not to look at comments too much, you guys, because I'm going to do this as if it's like a read, but I got a live audience. Okay. And I'll try to look over every now and then though. You guys show me some love with the hearts. Let me know you're there. Promise this table ain't that dirty. All right, so Spirit, what's coming up as it relates to Papoose and Remy? Can you give some more information as it relates to this connection and what is to come, please. Thank you very much. Okay, so they're saying here right off the gate that here with the Eight of Swords in the reverse, that Remy is really, she's doing a lot of things, and she doesn't realize that Papoose was going to respond to her, because Papoose is good for keeping his mouth shut. He's not one to sit up here and talk, and he's like, she thought he wasn't going to never do anything. She learned real fast. You gonna learn today, because I will do something, okay? And he didn't want to do it, but the thing is, when you start touching spaces in Papoose's life as it relates to his family, you mess with his money, you will mess with his character. Most important, he's gonna come. You know what I mean? This used to be his love. This used to be his everything. And I say used to be because I still stand on what Spirit gave, which is it's not going to. This is broken to its core, and like any kind of hope that was there is absolutely obliterated because she chose the Temu version of him and she went with that. But one thing that wasn't mentioned was why Remy started cheating in the first place. And it was literally due to assertion. That's one of the things that he didn't get into. I didn't see that part because I know that one of you guys sent me the live. That's the only reason why I saw it. And I saw a piece of it because I ain't got that kind of time. Okay. But they're saying here that Remy has been having sleepless, restless nights. She is miserable, as Papoose said. She is very miserable, but she tries to appear like everything is good, like everything is gravy. This woman is not doing well. And also, too, Spirit also gave in that reading as well. And this was affirmed by Papoose after the reading that he did indeed write a lot of her rhymes, but this was common sense too. You know, Stevie Wonder could see that, but Spirit did affirm it. And she's feeling defeated because she's not doing well in her sales, in her bookings, nothing, so she doesn't have Papoose. Like Spirit said in the reading, that was her money. Papoose was her money. She was the voice, but he was the money maker. So for her to try to get on, you know, social media and claim that he's a bum, he's bummy, you know, and he's all of this and all. Okay, girl, you know, you lost a lot of money because of your mouth and that pride and that ego. So they're saying she's going to remain here upside down. I don't see things to improve for her life because she's digging herself a deeper hole. And she's also very defensive as it relates to her new masculine. She literally does look to this man sometimes as she sees Papoose and she sits in the, I literally see her sitting up in the bed, mad as I don't know what. I mean, just mad, you know, it's almost kind of like gnarling at the mouth, like she's like, she want to just, it's kind of like, if you, this showing my age, but for those of you guys who know the show about Lucy, she sure was saying that. If you guys seen Lucy, whenever she would wake up in the middle of the night and she would smack Ricky with the pillow because he did something, that's the kind of feel I'm getting because she sees Pap. And if that's the case, then you should have never got his lookalike. She's not at peace and she's not going to have any peace. She's not going to have any peace. And I know that Spirit said that baby is, they're playing tug of war with, I'm literally seeing them rip that baby. Not literally apart, but it's metaphoric. And you know, the red flags I'm seeing here, Pap actually did come out and say a lot of things that nobody did know, like how Remy really, really was. You know, how her red flags, this is stuff that he would have kept to himself had she had left him alone. But she didn't think fat meat meant greasy. And now she finding out. Okay. So their marriage is done. I really don't see it. I don't see them to connect. I see this tug of war going on for quite a long time with the baby. And the sad thing is the baby is old enough to feel something. She may not have the full awareness, but she's old enough to feel something. And the thing is, they're still got to be in each other's energy for the rest of their lives because this baby is a product of them. And I'm also seeing that, you know what? Ooh, if you're not 18 years old, get off this right now. I know you're not going to listen, but I'm going to have to say it anyway. Disclaimer, because this is my intimacy card. It's looking like Remy is not really satisfied. So this is why she's always angry, if you know what I mean. You guys know I keep it real. I call it like I see it. I tried to say it as PG as I could. So she's not happy. Baby girl is not happy in this space. And she also, too, she does not want to admit to her wrongs. She wants to fight. You know, one thing about a Gemini is when they get mad, all bets are off. They will fight to the death when it comes to their, what it is they believe, or when they've been slighted, they get angry. They can't see anything but red. They're like a bull, like they'll just rush you. So She can't see for sense. And she's also been, okay, and this is to affirm Papoose. I'm not taking any sides, but Spirit Gate is the same kind of energy from the first reading. Papoose is not lying. Remy is in fact lying. She is lying here. She telling so many lies at this point. She ain't gonna remember what the lies she told. So that's how she's gonna tell on herself. So y'all get ready for that. Okay. I'm gonna get like one more good spread and then we're gonna move on. I want to see how much information I can get in here for you guys. And if you guys want me to cover somebody individually later on, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. The energy is good. Okay. You guys, I prepare my products on this table and it is very clear today. Forgive me. So I'm gonna have to replace this. But anyhow, moving on. 3 of Pentacles says that, you know, Remy wanted to stay beside Pap, but she wanted things to go her way. It's like, if I want to cheat, let me cheat in pieces. I'm assuming you cheated, so I want to do what I want to do. Like, she became somebody else after she got out, after she got that body done. She started feeling herself. So it's like she needed to be affirmed in her deception. So before she moved, she told herself all of these things that Spirit gave in the last reading, which is, he got to be cheating on me. And the thing is, I feel like Papoose has reached out to her to try to talk sense to her. And they did mention that in the last reading, that he did want to do things behind the scene. And I can see him doing it again because this is getting out of control. And he did say himself, you know, people are always saying, he meant this for her. People are always saying, you know, you don't know our connection when things go awry, but they have seen it. And Spirit did mention that also in the reading, that this dates back to way when they did their show. He affirmed that too. The thing is, it's like Remy, now that she's going through this, she's like, y'all don't really know me. You know, y'all don't really know me. Y'all don't know what I go through. You don't know what it was. They did, because they're like, we watched you. So he's going to try to, again, do damage control on this. You said, oh, this is juicy. Yeah, so, you know, and then also, too, the baby has been feeling left out in the cold. And I'm sorry, I have to affirm Pap here once again, but it is the truth. I'm saying I'm sorry because I hate that this is the reality, you know, what's going on behind the scenes. Remy, and I have to say allegedly for legal purposes, but you know how I give it. Whatever I give in spirit, that's what, you know, Spirit said what it is. But allegedly, she has abandoned her baby several times. She has left this baby with other people, and Pap does not like that. He does not like that at all. I'm also seeing her money drying up. She's starting to do smaller events because she got to get money where she can get it. And now that she's, you know, the whole thing about Sheether has been revealed, Nikki feeling real good about herself. She like, at least I write my raps. But she can't really talk because she didn't write all hers either. But she loving this right now. It's like everybody that has something against Remy is loving to see her downfall as we speak. And the thing is, before this all went to Hades, I actually looked at them and I saw I hate to say this, but the fakery behind their connection. The reason why I say that is because anybody who is on social media constantly talking about we're in love and black love and posting everything and, you know, talking about everything and it's always butterflies, rainbows, and cookies, that's not reality, because no relationship is perfect. No relationship. So it's better to show the real, because people actually respect that more than a foundation that is fake, because it gives that illusion, and it makes people say when it falls apart, oh my God, you guys were my last hope. Nobody should be your hope for your connection. Make your own connection work, you guys. So I said this in the past before, and this is confirmation. There is no perfect connection. You have two imperfect people that choose each other. That's your real connection. Okay. So I'm seeing her to be upside down. This is just going to be more of the same that they're going to give. So we're going to end it at this spread, unless you guys have some questions you guys want to ask that I can put in here as well. I'm seeing Remy to stay deceptive. This is just a situation. Oh, and I want to, Spirit is saying Clarissa. How do you guys feel about Clarissa? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Let's see what her intentions are for, she's going to be a surprise addition to the live. Let's see what they're saying about Clarissa. You know what, Clarissa she's trying to decide if she want to continue to deal with Pap and the shenanigans that are going on. Because the thing is, she's not going to give more than what she's getting in this connection. This woman is a woman that had a name before she knew Papoose. But the thing is, now that she's connected to this stuff, she's just known as Clarissa Shields, Papoose's girlfriend. Okay, and she's so much more than that. So she's trying to decide if she's going to stay, but she ain't going to leave that man. She ain't. With the death card in reverse, she ain't gonna leave that man. You know, she wasn't balanced without him, so she was in need of love, and there was a communication, so that was a lie. She can fight. She wasn't reaching out to this man. Basically there was a lot of lies being told by Remy. I hate to see that, but Remy is a compulsive liar. And she hasn't lost any sleep though, because I'm gonna say it like she's saying it, like I'm hearing it. She's like, I will beat her up. I will beat her up. I can fight. And she's always running around telling people she can fight and who she gonna beat up and things. So, and things are not as happy with her as he tries to put on too. This is why you see a distance. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Anybody would be annoyed if their person was constantly arguing with their ex, because it seems like they still are in love with each other. So this is bringing a divide into their connection. But the thing is, she also ain't worried about it, because the thing is, she can walk away. Clarissa got her own. She don't really need a man. She want a man. That's the difference. Is it real? Yes, it's real, but it's very strained present time. And she's very on defense about this, because it's like she's constantly came at for her looks, her build. They're always talking about she is the Temu version of Remy and things like that. And they kind of are, you know, it's like they went to lesser versions of each other, looks wise, aesthetically. But there's more to a person than their aesthetic. But they're definitely saying that, yeah, it's real, but it's very strained presently. It definitely is genuine. Yeah. Yeah. So the devil in reverse is, look, the devil ain't got to be summoned. He already all up in this connection heavy. He in there heavy. So I'm going to get a couple predictions of what's to come. This is the hugest tower, because Spirit did give that this was going to fall apart. And, you know, Clarissa is cold. She literally is cold in so many ways. When I say cold, she cold with her hands, they're saying, and she will literally, oh, this gonna sound terrible. I'll put it this way. She would give Remy that one too. She better be careful. All right, so let's see what's to come. Get a couple of predictions. What is to come for this whole situation, please? Okay, so Queen of Pentacles says that Remy is gonna stay in this stasis of being very, I hate to say it this way, but this is how they're giving it to me, very stuck up. Very stuck up, very much like, this is my world, you just in it. She probably gonna write a song about it. I wouldn't be surprised. I can hear her saying it, because it sounds like that when I talk. Ace of Swords, she doesn't have any kind of guidance. She doesn't have anybody that had her back like Pap. And that's actually not changing anytime soon. And her vision is way off. I'm seeing her to lose power and lose her reputation, like lose like the respect that people have. People are already doing it, but it's just gonna get worse. And I'm also seeing this heartache to grow. So they're going to hurt more. Oh my gosh, they're hurting these babies. I'm seeing these babies in a vision in real time. I need a card for this. All these kids are being affected. Every single one of them. Poor things. And then I'm seeing here in the reverse, Spirit is saying that Pap he's kind of going to be taking this all on himself solo, unfortunately. And the Seven of Swords says that the deception here is constantly being revealed. So that's going to keep on going on. And she's just going to lose reputability. And Pap is not literally listening to any lower vibrations. Everything he's saying is factual. Everything. Okay, so that's what's going on with that, you guys. All right, so I know. Let's move on to Puff, Puff, Puff Daddy. Okay, Puff, Puff, Puff. All right, Spirit, what's to come in the court case moving forward? And you guys, today is, I forgot to say the date. Today is Saturday, June 7th, 2025. Because y'all know I'll be kind of behind on when I post the actual videos to YouTube. That's why you guys need to be following me on Facebook as well at PMQ Essentials. Queen's Intuitive Insights. If you haven't seen it, look in the section on YouTube where comments are posted. You guys should see my information there as well. It's been so long, I don't know what that section called no more, y'all. All right, so what's to come with Puff Daddy? Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I want to get a nice, good old spread. I don't have to keep on pulling. Oh, yeah, no magic in this at all. No magic in this at all, you guys. So, okay, so Six of Swords says that all of everything that he was trying to keep under wraps, like Spirit stated in the reading almost a year now ago, with the 8 months ago, that this man wanted to keep things under wraps, and everything is coming out, you know, about, I think it was, who was it, Kid Cudi? Because I saw that one clip about him blowing up his car. Everybody's coming forward, telling their truths. And I'm seeing some surprise witnesses y'all didn't see on that stand coming up. And I'm also seeing like, there's constant, Spirit also did say this, there would be like something released with all the people that were involved, and that happened as well. I can't remember every single thing, but Spirit always brings back messages in real time to me. But his control in this is absolutely 100,000% gone. And they're saying here with the 5, he can't hide not nothing. He also wanted Cassie to make him an offer. He wanted Cassie to be the one that says, he wanted her to lie, because the thing is, she did initially drop the case, but she got the money and decided to still like go forward with more. And especially after the video came out of him physically beating her, that's what he was trying to hide. She had that revealed. Okay. So he wanted her to like basically say, I'm okay. You know, now that I have the money, let him get off with beating me. Are you serious right now? It's interesting how the mind of, I don't want to call him a sociopath, but it almost feels sociopathic in nature to tell a person that you're causing pain. Just allow it. Get over it. It happened. I did it. Forgive me. Bye. Seriously? So they're saying with this that he was hoping that that would happen so that it could end the suit before it went off. Now, everybody saw in the community, like Terrence Howard and Cat Williams, they were telling the truth about Diddy. I think that Terrence Howard said his after, but Cat wasn't afraid. He said Diddy liked the party. You know what I mean? So it's like people had warnings about this man for years, but people wrote Cat Williams off as if he was crazy. But when all of this stuff came out to be true, now y'all want to listen to the man. He had one of the most watched videos with the now person who is in the, what's his name? Shannon Sharp, he's under fire as well. You know, he had one of the most hugest interviews with him. I want to see if we can sneak him in here if we got time. Okay, I want to check into Shannon Sharp with that debacle, you guys. So, but they're saying that everything is coming forward, and it even feels like things are going to come up about the lady who passed away. I feel like the one that he called his true love. A lot of people think that money will fix everything, and it won't fix everything, especially in this instance. So 10 of Pentacles says that, you know, she's probably going to be brought up, his ex here, the one that passed away, that had a couple of his kids, I want to say, probably more than 2. But the World card here is saying that he was hopeful that things would come around. That ain't happening, buddy. There was so much explicit nudity, you know, the S word, and so much baby oil and powder flying around. I don't mean baby powder, flying around these parties. Like, it's crazy. Everything is really coming out. It's coming to the surface. And it's to the point, it's kind of like giving the Epstein, but the black version. Okay. Or Epstein, whatever to call it. And so here with the 4 of Swords, he can no longer rest on this. He's going to have to be honest so he can get as less of a sentence thrown at him as possible, because he's going to get it. He is going to get it, though. So the Queen of Swords says in the reverse that Cassie is to a point where she's like, I want to speak my truth. She'll do a tour if she has to. She'll write a book about it. Her husband is in full support of her. So this is good. But I don't see any magic working in Diddy's favor. It's done. The book is going to be thrown at him so hard the man gonna fall back. So, this is done. And Spirit is saying that there's nothing to be clear about, because it's clearly in you all's face. I mean, Stevie Wonder could see this. Hilla Killer know what's going to happen to this man, because it's too much evidence against him. You can't roll about this one. And even though Trump said that he would pardon him because he probably did his own thing too, it doesn't mean that that's going to happen, because nobody can get away with it as far as the law. So good luck with that, Diddy. Let's get some more predictions. Just one more spread. This man gonna lose a lot of money too, because he done paid a lot of people off too. That's something that I'm seeing in real time. This has already happened. He's already paid somebody off. He's thought about what he could do. He's like, oh, what can I do to keep things under wrap? I pay even that video he paid. Come on, check with his Spirit, millions, probably more, to have that hidden, and it got out, because the thing is, he don't hold no weight no more. He don't hold no weight no more. I don't know about y'all, but I've never been a fan. This is why I don't follow people, because the people are people at the end of the day. famous or not. And this is why I follow my spirit. Always trust your gut, folks. So yeah, he's going to be losing a lot of money. His whole empire is being, I'm literally seeing it obliterated. Much of it already has, because they did do a lot of, rampage in his house, taking out things like the baby oil and things that they said. And the thing is, everything he tried, it just didn't help. This is not coming around. Nobody's feeling sorry for him, coddling him no more. No one is like, because they like, a lot of people on social media like, leave Diddy alone. He's not Britney Spears. He is. He's going down. That's right. So, hey, no clearing up. This man will not be having another connection with anybody of substance anyway, because now they see him for who he is. His restless, sleepless nights will continue. I'm seeing here with the Eight of Swords. He tried to control this, and he also didn't see it happen. And something triggered. It was that tape that triggered all this to go down and literally start going downhill. He feared it too. And the thing is, be careful about what you fear. His kids seem to stand by him. The Five of Cups is, he feared that this would go down. So it was a self-fulfilling prophecy, because he had a guilty conscience as well, you guys. So he was mad, but now he's like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take my lashings. All right. We moving pretty fast, you guys. Now, did we cover? I'm talking so fast. Did we cover Haley and DDG already? Or did we move to Pap? We just moved to Puff. Yeah, we haven't covered DDG and Haley Bailey. So we're going to get into them and see what's going on. And then we'll get into Queen Naja and Clarence. And then we'll do the one-to-ones. You guys let me know. Please affirm, because I'm talking so fast. All right, Spirit. What's coming up as it relates to DDG and Haley? What's the update? Ooh, deception. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Yes. I'll look into that. You talking about Carisha and Puff Daddy? He's in one. He's in one, because it's not coming up as one. It's not one of substance. That's what they said. If he is in a relationship, it ain't one of substance. That's one of wham bam, thank you ma'am, whenever you can come type of thing. But it ain't nothing serious. So they're not gonna really acknowledge that. Even if it looks serious, it's not. Okay, so let's get into DDG and Haley. I am seeing some deception here right off the bat. So DDG is lying on social media right now, is what they're giving with that deception. He's lying. He's telling all kind of stories. This man is also going through his own battle. You know how women usually cut their hair and do crazy, well, I won't say crazy things, but we do intense things, to get over something that has happened. Some might characterize it as crazy. Like chopping off your hair is a big move, right? So yeah, they are saying here, I'm gonna stop looking at the comments, you guys. I gotta stay focused. So there's a lot of deception here. He's lying, and he also was having a crash out moment. Like, he's to the point where he cutting off his hair, and he's going over his house and demanding to get in and things like that. And I'm seeing him being like he's being they say bitter baby mama. He's being a bitter baby daddy right now, presently. And the thing is, with the power that Haley didn't know that she had, she now has even more of. She's standing 10 talons down when it comes to her baby. And she's not playing about Halo. I'm seeing DDG is like looking her way, like he is so mad at this girl. Because the thing is, he was already jealous of her the whole entire inception of their connection. He didn't even know he could get that far with her. This is why you have to really... This is why you have to really be careful about who you date, who you let in your space, who you let in your energy, because everybody who wants to be around you is not for you. Some people want to get close to you literally to harm you, to cause you pain, be it romantically or otherwise. Be careful who you call friend. Be careful who you call your girl. Be careful who you call your man. Make sure you do proper... Get to know them well. It takes about 3 to 4 minutes to really get to know somebody, because people can be one way one day and all of a sudden wake up and you literally done crossed the pearly gates and don't know what happened. This man unalived you. It does get that deep. Know your person is what Spirit is saying. Okay. I'm seeing that Haley was really heartbroken. That's another reason why she kind of took space in the beginning. She was really heartbroken here, and she was really hurt. And she got to a space where she got her power back and she started putting the blockade up. She's like, you know what? I'm going to put space. And I'm glad. Thank you for the confirmation, you guys. Once again, even with the comments now, that she is stepping into her power as Spirit says she would months ago, because he never thought she would. And there also is accusations of, when the connection was going on, that there was a third party situation. No, she cheated on me, or he cheated on me. Somebody's accusing somebody of cheating. It's kind of like one of them things where it's like, I have to destroy your credibility. It's kind of like the same thing that's happening with Papoose and Remy right now. It's like this relationship that looks so perfect to the public eye. And I knew it. You know, I knew it in spirit. I could just look at people and say, nah, that's not real. Like, Spirit literally is that on when it comes to, because I don't see people's outside. I see their soul. Literally. So it's important to use your intuition, guys, because Spirit will have you to the point where you'll see somebody be like, nah, nope, I don't want to give them access to that, because I know what kind of spirit you got. You want to get to that space. So she wasn't, though. Her thing is, she was beautiful. She was unassuming. She was very sweet, very innocent. And he took advantage of that. And the thing is, where she wasn't strong, she's not playing that anymore. She's going to continue to be this way. And DDG right now is allowing lower vibrations to tear him up. He is. Yep, Spirit said that too. Spirit said that he would try to destroy her and it would backfire. You know, it's not working in his favor, because when you mean harm to somebody that does nothing but good, this girl is a new little mermaid. People gonna have her back more than they're gonna have his. And the thing is, she portrays exactly that's what she is. That she's a sweetheart, that young lady. She really genuinely is. And I'm only gonna give what I see in spirit, you guys. So they're saying that she's gotten to the point where she can't be so sweet, though. She's got to show another side to her. She's got to post things on social media she normally wouldn't post, because this is how these celebrities fight. Another thing I'm gonna add Offset and Cardi B, because Spirit also gave confirmation about them too, because Spirit said that was off. So yeah, she's got to really Knight of Swords continue to protect herself. She doesn't like being this way. She hates it. And this is the thing, she loved her relationship with him, or her fake relationship. She's all around here thinking that she's in love with her man. And she was more on him than he ever was on her, because he didn't like her. And I hate to say this, but I'm even hearing so much as he hated her. That is a real thing. There are men who are jealous of their significant others. That is a thing. And they show their true colors when that person starts to elevate. For example, Cardi B and Offset. Hello. One of these days, Offset was always afraid anyway that Cardi B was going to see her worth one day and go away permanently. And that's exactly what happened. And now she got a man that's treating her right, having flowers and doing things, not because he cheated, but because he loves her or he cares for her deeply. He's doing it for the right reasons. Okay. So the devil is currently playing with this connection like crazy. And the thing is, she was worried, but now she's like, I'm just going to fight back. So let's see what's coming up as it relates to them. And like I said, you guys comment below if you guys want to hear more about any of these guys specifically. We making real good time. Sound like you and Gary. Oh, oh, ma'am. We got to tell your success story one day. One of my clients is in the comments. I know your story, girl. I know your story. It might come up when we do your one-to-one, so be careful. So let's see. Predictions wise, I'm seeing everything in the past. When cards come out in reverse, you guys, it's always going to be past tense energy. So that means a lot of stuff is going to be continuing. DDG is not going to leave this girl alone as it relates to being like obsessed with her at this point. He's going to stay on her butt, especially since she has Halo. He's like, oh, she won't let me see my baby. And I'm a baby daddy that's a real good baby daddy. And let me see my baby. Like, you turning my baby against me and my baby beating me up, boy. So the Page of Wands says that Haley is not going, you know what? Her sister, I could see it on her. Her sister is not to be played with. She literally will Solange that boy. He needs to calm down, because I'm seeing it in real time. She will fight over her sister. She's that type, because she was the one that was more out there, more, not just provocative, but more vocal. She's like, she doesn't care. She's been attacked, and now she's like, I don't care. I'll give you a reason to attack me. She's that type. So he better calm down, because she got a family that don't play about her. And I'm also seeing, and she ain't said nothing that she could say yet, but she better not play with that. He better not play with that girl. So I'm seeing here that Spirit is saying here with the Queen of Wands, he has turned her into somebody she doesn't like to be. This woman is getting to a space where she's going back and forth and she's doing things out of her character. She's posting things and deleting things on Instagram or Twitter or wherever she's posting that. And it's not like her because she's angry and she's hurt and she's tired. She do not want this man back, to be clear. There is not going to be, the thing is, he wants to reconnect solely for the purpose of, I want to continue to use you. Excuse me, how dare you not let me use you? And I'm seeing there is going to be a healing at some later date, but it's going to be under the auspices of the child. Can we at least co-parent so I can see my baby? Because if he don't get some act right, the judge does typically rule in favor of the mother. So 2 of Cups says that as far as connection goes, they were never, ever in sync. It was never, ever good. It was just for the cameras. They looked good together on paper. They looked good together in a suit and a dress, but that was about it. And I'm seeing her to be imbalanced, you guys. Unfortunately, there are days where this baby cries herself to sleep. She does not want to go through this, and she's regretting. She doesn't regret her child. Let's be clear. She regrets the connection with him because he sold her a dream, like a lot of, I feel, lower vibrational masculines, and to be fair, feminines will do. There are bad women out there too. He sold her a dream and made her think that she was going to find her husband. And now this baby is stuck with, a failed connection, failed relationship. She's given her body, not only her body, she's given life. Having a baby is no joke. And that's one of the most beautiful, life-threatening things you can do. So to have yourself, as a mothers, please respect yourself. You deserve the respect from a man that you literally risked your life for. That's the last person that should be disrespecting you, to be clear. Okay? So she didn't just want to be a baby mama. She wanted to be somebody's wife. So I'm sending this baby light and love. I do hope that she continues to heal. I want to look into see how she's going to do. DDG is waiting for some things to come through. Yes, you can. DDG is waiting for some things to come through as it relates to, some movement. And he wants somebody to feel sorry for him. He feels sorry for me. And the thing is, right now, she doesn't want to deal with anybody. I don't see her to want love for a while after what has happened to her. And that's what usually happens when a woman is slighted this badly. She becomes on defense. Because the thing is, who can I trust? Do you want to be with me because I'm a Haley? And now, as a result of this, it starts a terrible pattern because good women are broken by bad men, and good men are broken by bad women. And it starts a vicious cycle. If you don't heal before you go into the next connection, you're going to break that next person because of what that last person did to you. So I'm glad that she is giving herself space to heal. I want to get some predictions for her in particular. Baby, what's coming up for this baby? DDG more than likely is going to reach out to her. He's going to trying to stay in touch with her. And he is going to try to make things right because he wants his child. Solely, he wants his child. But also, too, he wants the family unit just under the auspices that he needs to be in that baby space. You can be a good father and not have to be together with her, because all a broken relationship does is teach those children what love is not. I would never agree to a home being kept together solely under the auspices of lying to children, because those kids know, they can feel it. It's better for them to be in 2 healed homes than be in 1 broken one. I said what I said in spirit. So 3 of Pentacles says that she's not going to fight for this, but her sister will fight for her as they gave. And it's feeling like she does in some ways. Like she felt like, look, if he keep messing with you, I will. So I'm seeing that she isn't going to lose any money, or she hasn't lost any money, and that's going to continue on. And I'm seeing him to chill out at some point. Like he's trying to in his own way, but it's kind of hard because he won his way. And they're also saying here, now that she sees his red flags, moving forward, she's going to be so careful. But I do see her in a new connection. I'm seeing her with a tall brown skin thing. He's more masculine than DDG. He probably has, when I say masculine, like framed shoulders, he has a baby face. Whoever this is, she has a type. Like she likes a broad shouldered man, but DDG, he comes up to me, he looks short to me. I don't know how tall the man is, but this man is taller than him, and he's more brown skin. So I see her to be with him at a later date. Y'all let me know when that happens. And she's not going to be dealing with as much towers anymore. And DDG is going to be feeling defeated as a result of their family being completely and totally broken up. And I'm seeing her loneliness. That's going to come to its end. So she's going to be okay, slowly but surely. All right, you guys. So we're moving on here to, we did Puff already. Now we're moving on to your favorite people, which is Queen Naja and Clarence to the NY to the C. I do want to know, you guys, what had transpired from the last reading, because I wasn't able to receive any updates because I haven't been on YouTube. You guys usually send them in the comments and stuff, but I haven't even checked my comments. When I say she's busy, okay, I think I got like 1 second to breathe. So let's see what's going on with your favorite people. And I'll try to extend this a little bit. And we did get some nuggets in there about Cardi. If we have any time, we'll check into it after we do the one-to-ones. All right, what's coming up with your favorites? Yeah. And you guys, if you want to, be a part of the live, do make sure, like I said, you follow in my Facebook. The links, all the links to everything will be below. And if anybody wants to do me a solid, feel free to, post the update on the timing for everything. Sharon, if you watch it back, feel free to do that for me. If you will so oblige, I'd appreciate it. So he quit streaming. I know he's not motivated. Spirit gave that too, that he's being lazy right now. So I'm seeing here with the Two of Wands, Spirit is saying that this space that Clarence is in, it is actually very short-lived. He might not be motivated right now, but he's not motivated because of the very reason that Spirit gave, I want to say, was it 2 years ago, you guys know, that he would go through a season where he would be down. And this is it right here, because he needs more mental health stuff. Clarence has a lot of things that he deals with internally, and how he shuts these things out as he goes on that game, which gets on Queen's nerves. I think she's at a space where she's dealing with it a little bit better. She has tried to get the man off the game in the past by shaking or doing or kissing something. Y'all take that how y'all will. Okay, I know how it came out. So, they're saying that he escapes that way, and it's to the point where he needs to go and sit on somebody's couch. It would be good if they didn't have this ought against the knowledge that they have, the lack of knowledge they have against a reader, because I've been reading these kids now for, I want to say, almost 6 years, and Spirit has gave so much insight on them and intel that's been spot on accurate. And I say that to say that I know their energy well, so I could read them. I could help this man flourish and become who he's supposed to be, because it's not me. I'm just the channel. I will be reading through his higher consciousness, which knows him best. So Clarence, if you see this, if you happen to see it, look, I'll even do a free one-to-one for you. And energetically, all you got to do is mention the reading as a payback to Spirit. Okay. Because it's to that point now. I've been reading y'all for so long. But, the high priestess Spirit is saying here, yes, there's no foresight. And when it comes to Queen has a spiritual relationship. It's like she's trying to be spiritual, but she's very religious. And I'm sorry, you can't teeter-totter. Either you're going to be one or the other, because religiosity and spirituality really are closely connected. It's kind of like if you paired sociology and psychology, it comes down to they're sisters, they're related, and it really all is connected to one thing. So when she starts to understand that there's more to the story, more to the book, quote unquote, she can really go far. But until then, her sight is still very limited. And Spirit has been given that for years because of her stance as it relates to spirituality, because everybody's understanding exactly that. They're understanding their perception, their own reality. And they're saying that here with the Four of Swords, they're doubling down. What's happening here is Clarence has been taking a break. He's needed to take a mental break because he has been nonstop these last almost 6 years with a woman who has been thrown into the spotlight, who herself just 7 years ago, her life is totally different. They're both still acclimating. They don't know what it's like to be true celebrity. They haven't been in the limelight for people like, say, Toni Braxton, who's been in the industry for decades at this point. You know what I mean? People, and nobody gets everything right. They're still very young as well. These are kids. Compared to me, these are kids. So Spirit is saying that too. There also have been money problems as a result of Clarence not bringing anything really in, or more that can come into the household, because the larger you live, the bigger your bills. So there has been a loss in income, but I do see that he is doing his best on his end, and I see this to change. So this is short-lived, as they said. They have been missing out on opportunities too. Opportunities in the way of appearances or something that's been put on hold. I do see that. I feel like one of the babies was sick at one point, or she got sick, and I'm seeing her. I'm literally feeling her in real time. She sometimes deals with headaches. They're showing me migraines or something, because I'm seeing that it's a lot of stress on Queen. And her being a Libra, they show her a lot by herself. And also too, a lot of the predictions, now that I think about it, a lot of the predictions has come to pass. What Spirit was saying about how she would wear her hair, the clothing and all that, everything, all of that in real time has come. It came like, I want to say a year after Spirit gave those predictions. But Ace of Swords says that Queen's, I hate to say this, but Queen's foresight has been in the reverse. It feels like, because whoever you're with, it does directly impact you. So be careful who you have as your mate. I'm not saying with Clarence, but I'm just saying, like, whatever they go through, you're going to go through too. So since he's in a season of him being demotivated, it in turn demotivates her, because he has encouraged a lot of her forward movement. Even if he doesn't give himself credit or put it out there, he encourages, as he say, his shawty. He encourages her. So she hasn't been taking great care of herself. They both fall off. So for example, if he had to, plan a game system and he want to eat popcorn or Pop-Tarts or chicken wings, pastas and things, she going to be right beside her man eating the same thing. So they have to get back into that focus, because when one is off, the other is off. And I'm also seeing Queen. I don't, from the little snippets I have seen her every blue moon, I don't think I've ever seen her indulge. Because she did say she doesn't drink, but she does have her own way to escape. And I can't say, has she Spirit on check? Okay. I don't think if she ever did drink, she would ever tell y'all. I don't know if she would, if she hasn't. I don't think she would tell y'all. But they're also saying here too, there's been a lack of faith as it relates to certain things. So there literally is a down energy around them. And I hate to see this, but Queen has been trying to walk away. So she's been trying to, control her own energy. She'll get out by herself if need be, and go get some air. And she doesn't want to walk away from this connection, that's for sure. She loves Clarence. That's not changing. Because the thing is, he does see this woman like no other man ever will. No matter how many people come forward with all these lies and say, oh, I had your man, and I did this and that, it's never going to come between them, because he loves her and she loves him. Are they perfect? Absolutely not. But they love each other, and it's a rare kind of love. The Seven of Cups, I will say this about Clarence, though. Spirit is saying that he has done a lot of work. He just needs to do more. And it's also doing something, as Spirit said to Queen, is doing something to her strength. So when he starts to strengthen and gets past his fave and fully clears, so will she. All right, so let's see what predictions they have for them. And you guys post some questions that you guys have, that you guys know that you guys will want to know about. Think of how everybody on social media thinks, and let me know what questions you think you guys will want to know. Otherwise, it's going to come up organically in the cards. So I'm going to be looking at the comments while I'm putting this next spread up. And I know that there's a delay, so I shall wait for your answers. Y'all gonna have to forgive me with my voices. I'm in the mood to do some voice acting. That's one of the things you guys will learn. You guys are learning new things about me over time. I can voice act as well. I do that as a hobby. Let's see. Sharon, you found out today with my New Yorker accent. Okay, let's see. This is predictions, but a lot of this stuff is already happening, so we're just gonna build on top of it. All right, still looking at the comments. I got 3 more claws to flip over before I stop looking. Okay. Him and Chris was going back and forth some months ago. Yeah, they always going back and forth. But Spirit did say they always will. Chris is always capitalizing off of Queen. Like he said that after this, I'm gonna stop trolling her. He wasn't gonna ever stop trolling her. And Spirit even gave at one point that man was gonna write a song about her, and he did. And y'all sent me the song that following week. So Spirit is saying here, as it relates to the pair of them, there's been a lot of lessons learned in this connection. I will say when this couple walks down the aisle, because they still will, I'm still seeing that as an outstanding prediction. That's the only prediction that hasn't come to pass in real time because of the changes that these two have been through. What question? Oh, the question was, you guys let me know what questions you have that the collective might want to know. So they have learned a lot of lessons together, and they have grown. So when they walk down that aisle, they're going to be mature adults. Okay. And this is good. I give it to them. You know what I mean? They're not letting anybody control the timing. And as Clarence has said, as Spirit gave, and Clarence later affirmed, I'm going to ask her to marry her when I'm ready. Not on y'all time, my time. And thanks for that affirmation, Sharon. As a matter of fact, you told me that months ago. So the Emperor here in the reverse says that Clarence is he's literally working hard to try to get back into focus. He's going to get his focus back. And when he gets his focus back, what Queen is birthing can come to pass fully because she'll have the support on her back. Because right now, a lot of the financial stuff is falling on her. And that can be very, very stressful for a woman. You know, you might start losing hair. You might start breaking out. And she does have problems with blemishes and things like that. She breaks out a lot. As a woman, we go through that, you know, at certain times in our cycle per month. But stress also doesn't help that. She's not taking care of self the way that she should have, that she should. And I'm also seeing, given this as a prediction, these repetitive things that have been going on as far as bad habits that Clarence has is going to stop. He's going to stop this. So if he gets on somebody's couch and talk to somebody, especially if he's talking to me in spirit, we can delve deeper and help him to do the work to rid himself permanently of this. If it's not me, he needs to talk to somebody that's a me. He needs to get him a me that he trusts. Okay. And the thing is, I see this in the reverse. This is confirmation of what I just gave. And I didn't even realize what I was holding. He needs to get him a me ASAP because it's going to give him guidance. And the thing is, I feel like he talks to somebody with wisdom, could be his sister. We haven't seen her in a long time. At least I don't, because I don't see none of these folks, but I don't see her in the picture that they're showing me. So he needs to probably talk to her or something, because she's really good with wisdom, because she's a lot of the reason why, yeah, I know, a lot of the reason why that Queen had become into her, you know, stardom. But he's not going anywhere, to be clear. If anybody wants this man to go away from Queen, that ain't happening. So y'all can let go of that hope. Those people that hate on this connection constantly. And they're also saying that a lot of things will be continue to be cleared that has been said about the connection. All the lies that are constantly brought out, they'll always be debunked. They'll always be debunked. Are you serious? Let me get some water. They'll always be debunked here, and she's going to stay away from that. One thing I like, and I said this because Spirit gave this, I saw this young lady to constantly mature. Even the things that she's done, I remember Spirit said that y'all ain't seen nothing yet. And I remember she released that song Pack Light right after that, because it was like that was the tip of the mountaintop. She was going to come out with so much more, and she has since then done even more. Everything Spirit said she would do it. Even gave the color that was in her doggone CD. When I say Spirit is detailed. Two of Cups says that this connection is not going anywhere. This, even though Clarence is not showing up, she looks at it very, very old fashioned. Just because my man is going through a season don't mean that I'm going to leave him in the dust, because she wanted this man when he was living in the, what was he living in? His mama's, like bottom, what was it, y'all? Was it a garage, or what was he living? He was living at the bottom. Okay, if she wanted that man then when he didn't have nothing but some shoes, she gonna want him now when he done acquire something. So y'all can hang that up for the people that want to see this stopping. So the 9 of Wands says that he's been waiting to. I'm also seeing there are prayers. He probably don't want anybody to know this, but I'm being given it, so I'm gonna give it. Him a client. So I'm gonna get what I see. Basement. Thank you, Sharice. Ding, ding, ding. So Spirit is saying here, that he's been praying secretly. He's been praying that things get better. It's like almost like he wants like God to just come in here and save him. Let me give you some advice, Clarence, if you ever see this, darling. I hate to break the news to you, sweetheart, but nobody's going to come and save you. The only person that can save you, yes, God will be a help, and the angels and our guides, God is, they're governed by universal law. So what that means is, in order for you to get aid, you have to ask for it. And you have to also be a active participant in the workings of what it is you desire. Meaning those things you want to manifest, you have to be actively putting something to it. You have to have faith, but you can't sit there and wait for it to just happen overnight. Oh, I want a shoe line, so I'm just going to sit here and wait for God to deliver to my doorstep. No, you got to get out there and you got to market. Yes, he got to wait. You're going to have to get out there and market. You're going to have to get out there and push it. And the thing about it is, when it comes to a goal, and I know this myself, when it comes to a goal, you have to do this when you're tired. You got to do this, when you got to have, like, it literally is early days, late nights, when nobody's celebrating with you, when nobody's seeing all the hard work you're doing, when you're doing it alone, when you want to quit, you don't give up. That's how you know the difference between purpose and a hobby. when you refuse to give up and nobody believes in you, nobody knows your name, okay? You keep going because the people who are meant to know you would know you, and you are known worldwide. So get out there and do the work. It's beautiful that you pray, but that's step one of the other steps. You got to also have faith, and you also have to do works. You know, the saying, praying without works is dead. Now, Queen has also too, there's been a lot of mouths on her. When I say mouths on her, from her own family, because Spirit mentioned this briefly in the last read. Her mom wasn't happy about the connection they even share anymore, because I don't see a lot of visiting going on with them, not as much as it should. There's a desire for family to be more together, but there's been a rift since the birth of the grandbaby. So it's been a lot of anger there. It's been a lot of, it almost feels like a divide and a separation in the family once again, but it's been more on the hush hush in comparison. Queen has learned to keep things under wraps from you guys. All right, but you know, through me in spirit, whatever they give, I'm gonna give y'all. So I'm seeing that she's keeping that disposition. Like, I love you, I respect you, but this is my family. That goes for everybody. She's going to stand 10 toe down when it comes to her family, when it comes to her man. You know, so Kingdom Wands says that, and the reason why she is like that, because when all the chips are down, Clarence does have her back the best way he can. I don't see any of that to be changing anytime soon. So we're just going to get more of the same. We're still waiting on this marriage, you guys. But this couple they are in the promised land for where Spirit has brought them, but they still have a path to go. And I'm also seeing black come up in real time in a vision. And what that means is some of their path hasn't been revealed intentionally, because it's going to be contingent upon the free will choices that they make. They make one slight decision. It's kind of like the butterfly effect. They can change the outcome of everything. So if you guys want me to check in later and do a full on video for them where I can fit in time, please let me know. All right. So before we do the one-to-ones for the pair of you guys, did you guys want me to cover anybody else? Did you guys want me to get into Offset and Cardi B real quick? Because we got time and I look like I still got battery. Woo! We covered everybody real fast. We did good. Hour and 9 minutes, not too bad if you ask me. Yeah, let's get a little bit. I know y'all gonna take a little time to catch up. So let's get a little information about Cardi B and Offset. I got energy. Ooh, I'm glad. Yeah, we got to read this, y'all, because that first card is telling. Ooh, it's telling. So Offset is mad present time. This man still want to be in this woman energy. He thought he was going to be able to come back to her again. I'm going to cheat on you again. You just going to keep on taking me back. You going to keep on taking me back. Watch. He is no longer in there like he thought he was. And he thought he was going to be able to do that pattern over and over again. And Cardi said, not today. Baby, I'm leaving you in the dust this time. I finally see my worth. I see my value. The insecurities that I had, I done got them fixed. And I'm finally starting to match my insides with what I see on my outside. I'm not playing that with you no more, sir. So she's like, you know what? You can stay focused on me. Look, you can actually, she gonna treat him like a fan. Look at me from a distance, baby. Look at me on Instagram, because you can no longer touch me. That's the kind of feel she's giving. And the thing is, he was waiting for her to come back. He was. Offset is like a lot of lower vibrational men, where it's like they get real cocky because a good woman keeps giving them chance after chance after chance after chance. And one day that woman says, that's it. Because the thing is, everybody has a limit. And Cardi had her limit. And they're saying here with the 9 of Pentacles that, you know, she had to lose a lot in order for her to get to this space. She even lost money because she was too busy focusing on this man. It could have been a show. It could have been, you know, she got offered something and she gave it to him, or something like that. Or she chose to let him have his show and she'll stay with the kids type thing. She literally tried to be that woman at home for this man. She was willing to sacrifice herself. And women, I encourage you, do not make that same mistake. The days of old, I'm not Cher, I'm not sprinkle, I'm not saying nothing like that. But the days of being, I'll look into that. The days of being a traditional woman need to be over. You need to be able to stand on your own 2 feet, because we have a different pool these days of dating. This goes for men and women, but I'm seeing a lot more with the men. If people get mad at me, hey, so be it. I'm going to tell it like it is. You need to be able to support yourself. Have your own money. Have a backup plan. My young ladies, my girls who are 18, 20 years old. Look at these people, your mothers, your aunties. Look at them dealing with at 40, 45-year-old, you know, you're dealing with all these divorces. You're dealing with these men who are not treating them well because these men are not men, they're boys. So make sure that you have a foundation where it's like, look, I'm not going to deal with your mess. I'm not dealing with this, that, and the third. And also, too, you can have money if you don't know your worth and still get taken advantage. Know the signs, ladies. The moment this man does not tick a box, you let him know, Either you can do what Haley's sister does and just walk away, or you can say, hey, I'm giving you one and only one warning. I cannot be with a man that does X, Y, Z. If he don't straighten up and fly right, you can go. Same thing for the man. Same thing for your woman. If it's not meeting it, and I'm not talking about the ones where they tell you on pop culture, you know, you the prize and a woman needs to cater to your every whim because you bought her McDonald's. No, I'm not saying that. I'm talking about a real man, a man that's emotionally mature, a woman that's emotionally mature, that has something going for themselves, and they both bring things. Forget about a table. They both bring qualities to be befitting of a future. And you and one of my clients can attest to that because you got it. I'm so happy for you. So, ladies, please know your worth, know your value, okay? All right, I'm gonna get off my little soapbox. Yes, ma'am, McDonald's. You think you got because you bought me McDonald's or Burger King, you get to have it your way? I don't think so. $15. So, Spirit is saying here with the Hierophant in the reverse that the lesson has finally been learned. Cardi, I'm so proud of you, darling. And she's taking care of herself. And also, too, Cardi probably went and I feel like she's open. So it sounds like she went and talked to somebody with some wisdom that has some foresight, possibly even a psychic or somebody with psychic ability, and told her, hey, look, ma'am, this is going to happen if you don't stop doing this. So she finally listens to somebody with some wisdom. Doesn't have to be a psychic, but somebody who has foresight, vision, pretty much like a psychic. So I'm seeing her to stay like this. I'm seeing her stay in her power. But the thing is, Offset is he's going to try to take it from her. He's going to keep coming at her jugular because he does little stuff with memes and stuff on social media. That's why he tried to, you know, set stuff off, but it really don't work because now somebody asked, is Stefan Diggs, is that his name? Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. And the relationship real? It's very real. And this man, I'm seeing in real time. I can't tell y'all what I'm seeing. For my clients that know y'all know what I be seeing. I be seeing everything. I'm seeing them in real time. That's all I'm gonna say. They are, very much connected. A lot. Often. Yes, no. Their connection is very real. What he did for her this last, whatever that just went by, where he like set up this whole situation in the back of her with flowers and stuff like that, where it had Offset punching the sky. That's how much he loved her. That's real. Yes, ma'am. That's what it is. Thank you. Ding, 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 ding. For those of you guys on Facebook, unless you come over here on YouTube, unless you come on Facebook, you won't know what it is. For those of you guys who read with me on the regular, you already know. So the 5 of Cups, Spirit is saying here that Offset is gonna stay mad. He been big mad because his thing is, I thought I had the playbook down, son. I thought I had this woman wrapped around my finger, yo. Like it sounds like how he would talk. That's not how I talk. I literally am channeling how his energy is, how he would talk. So he thought he had it made, and then he never feared losing her. But she gone now. She gone now. And the thing is, she's not going to ever let herself be blindsided by a man ever again. Her thing is, I don't want no more sleepless nights. You're not going to put my kids through it. You're not going to put me through it. And I'm also hearing that she's been supporting the kids more than he has, or solely, for a while. So that's also made her cold because she's like taking on, the women are literally the man now. You're taking on the responsibilities because back in the old days, traditional said that the man was the provider. And men want to be treated like a provider, but when you ain't providing, you want to sit at home and play Susie Q, the home baker, the stay-at-home daddy. So it's like you're forcing that woman into the masculine. Like you can't say that you want a traditional woman and you're not a traditional man. Just saying. So the moon says in the reverse, her days of going through it are over. This baby's finally about to shine the way she should. The King of Cups, the King of Swords says that, you know what, eventually Offset's going to start hushing his mouth. He's probably just going to be continue to fight with memes, like doing like little digs, metaphoric digs. And that's about it. Okay, so that's all the people. If you guys want me to cover somebody else, I will do that. But I'm going to take Sharice, you got 5 minutes, and then Sharon, you got 5 minutes too. Would you guys like me to go ahead and cover you guys? And then you guys can let me know if you want me to cover anybody else. Whoo, we did it, y'all. We did it. We made it. Incorporated. I know y'all think I'm silly. So I'm going to do Sharice first. Ma'am. Oh, you got 5 minutes, and that 5 minutes starts as soon as I lay it up here. Okay. And thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys on YouTube for tuning in. I appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button if you have been thoroughly entertained about what is to come. All I give y'all is truth, and I deliver it with all of these people's personalities. However they talk is how I'm going to talk. That's exactly how you get it. Oh, you back. Okay, good. I ain't forgot you. I didn't know you were still in the live because I didn't see the numbers up there. Okay, so we're going to do all of you guys. Let's go down it. So right off the rip, yours starts at 6:17, Sharice. Let's go. 6:22 will be moving on to Sharon. So Spirit is saying here in the reverse, unfortunately, you have been feeling very upside down in your energy. And what I mean by that is you've been very discouraged. I hate to see that for you. And the thing is if it feels like you have a stop to what you've been birthing. You're one of my consistent clients in the way you like to have your readings, because like you said, it's like a soap opera to you. You enjoy it, but everything has come to pass that Spirit has given in your life, and you have moved so fast in your growth, and you feel like you're being forced to stop your growth because you don't have any additional information. But Spirit is saying here that you have to exercise your faith, because it will only be it will only be as long-lived as you allow this in your space. You have to change your mind, change your mindset. You're going to change your life. I know I sound like a Tony Robbins commercial, but I promise you, literally it's about your mentality. So be encouraged, be ye encouraged. This is in the reverse because it needs to be a part of your past. But you have to activate your faith right now and realize the part you're planning, your own, not demise, but your own hurt, right? This is temporary. You have to believe that. And I'm also seeing there's a new man in your energy that can't keep his eyes off of you, ma'am. This is the new masculine that Spirit predicted, I want to say a year ago in this live, girl. And guess who was him? I love that for you. Spirit predicted this man. They told you he would be marriable. He can't keep his eyes off you and other things. Okay. He can't keep his hands off. He loves him, Sharice. Okay. And right. He's not happy about you. You on his live right now in real time. I'm telling you right now, he's thinking you ain't responding to me. You talking to your mom again. What's up? Where's my communication? And the moon card says here, the space you have been in due to, the struggles you've been going through financially and things otherwise, Spirit is saying, we got you. We got you. This is going to be short-lived. He most definitely here. And then also too, they're saying, be careful with the fast movement. Okay. Be careful. This man, if he'll take you to Vegas tomorrow, be careful. You just met him. You know, they did give him and he will be yours. But the thing is, like, Spirit is given on time and time again, and they do that for a reason. And you know that, you have to slow a man down, because the thing is, he will get so excited, he will scare himself. Now be careful. And they're also saying here, you have become cold. So this is confirmation of what's come up in your previous readings. You have become cold in the way that a lot of the stuff that you went through in your previous connection, it kind of stayed with you, and you in a space, which I commend. You don't take no junk, just to put it plainly. You don't take no junk. So you don't want to make P pay for that. So be nice to Mr. P. Mr. P, Mr. Tibbs. The 8 of Swords says that you are seeing everything properly. I need, for the time that you're not able to speak with me I know you like to speak to me like almost daily, but for the time you cannot speak with me, Spirit is saying here, trust your intuition, trust your gut. You have grown leaps and bounds in the times we've been together. So in this space, I need you to trust yourself and listen to your readings over and over again if need be, but trust your gut. I know, yeah, be nice. Or as my niece used to say, my niece say, be nice, be nice. So, somebody gonna steal that. I can hear it now. 5 of Cups says that there was a fear of loss, but it's starting to slowly but surely dissipate as it relates to P. Please comment in the comment section below if that all resonates with you, my darling. And they're also saying here, the man that you were waiting on, this is confirmation. P is the one. I literally described your whole entire wedding dress to you. So I look forward to seeing you in that. And I know you said I'm invited to the wedding, but if I can't come for some reason, please video record that, because you're going to be one beautiful bride, ma'am. Because you asked me last year if you were going to get married, and look at you now. You besides married now. Which is a ring finger. Okay? All right, so let's move on to Miss Bell. Miss Bell, it resonates. Thank you so much. Tell Mr. P to calm down. Tell him to listen to Katy Perry. You need to calm down. Is that Katy Perry or is that Taylor Swift? I don't know, one of them. Okay, so moving on to Miss Sharon. Okay, so when it relates to your work, it's coming up in the facility. That madman that's been causing so much ruckus in there, I'm seeing in the reverse, he has been causing more ruckus. And this man has some deep-seated stuff. I don't know if they've been doing any therapy with this man, but it's like you're right, he has triggers. He has triggers. And the thing is, they're saying that it might have bothered you temporarily, but it's not. You literally I see you with popcorn, figuratively speaking, like, this is a show. This is funny. This is really funny. Y'all that greedy that y'all let somebody in here that's putting the staff at harm, causing the staff harm because you wanted to make a quick dollar. And they're saying here that, you've been keeping your composure, but you shouldn't have to go through this. And 3 of Swords also says that Andre has been in your energy as well, too. We need to do a cord cutting on him properly. For those of you guys, let me put this in here. It's not a shameless plug. It's information because for those, seriously, all the silliness aside, when it comes to the spiritual work, I don't play about it. If you are dealing with a situation you want to do a cord cutting on, we can do a blessed candle for you because sometimes situations are so deep, we need to do the spiritual work and put power behind it. I don't believe in spiritual work. I don't do no dark magic. I ain't nobody's witch. I'm a light worker. So with that, there's a lot of power in God that we put into these candles. We put into all of these products that I sell. And that line has grown so much. But Spirit is saying that we need to do a proper cord cutting on this man to get him out of your energy. I know the ins and outs. I will not share that on here. Spirit is not leading me to do that. They're saying no. But we need to cut him out. So the 8 of Pentacles, I love to see this. You have been making some improvements even since our last session. They're saying that you're not repeating some things. You're keeping your energy back. You're learning even in a different state because you've learned so much. Okay. I call Sharon my graduate. This young lady has transformed her life so much that we don't recognize her at all. And so but we learn until the day that we cross over. If you know it all, you shouldn't be here kind of thing. But Spirit is saying that you've grown leaps and bounds. And they're also saying the money thing they see that your funds have been in the reverse, meaning that there's been a lack of funds, negative money, but that's going to turn around. And you for one, know you one of my most blessed folks. I ain't never seen Spirit blessed with somebody with so much money in my life. And my goal God is coming up, but they're saying that there's a need for you to activate your faith because I don't care who it is. Sometimes everybody gets, discouraged when that account starts to go down, it starts to get low. You can have all the faith in the world, but when you don't have the physicality of it, you can feel away. But I want to remind you about those synchronicities that you've been seeing. 888. I want you to go a step further and write that. You can write that somewhere. You can even buy one of those symbolisms and put it around you. Be always manifesting. When it comes to money, you guys, I've said it a million times. I'll say it again. Money is energy. Therefore, if you need it, you can acquire it. You can call it in. It's okay to have a little bit of, not, I won't say worry, but discontentment to it, because Spirit will acknowledge that you're being human, but it's about your faith that they move forward and capitalize off of. So keep the faith is what I'm saying. Does that make sense to you, Sharon? Okay, we're going to be in a couple more minutes we got with you. They're also saying here that you still have masculines in your energy. So they're further uncovering this because we went over this in your one-to-one. You got masculines that want you by their side and they're not going to let you go easy. So you're going to do a cord cutting on them too. And there also is a need for you to take a bit more care. I know you're doing a lot of things with your body. You're doing a lot more self-care, but don't forget yourself because I see that you can work yourself into a tizzy. And overwork yourself because you're a hard worker. You really are. All right, got a couple more minutes with you. They're also saying here that, some things in the past weren't clearly seen. This card is giving me confused energy. So there's some things that have recently happened that you didn't quite understand, Spirit is saying. So that's why they're saying it's coming up confused. And the 6 of Cups says that you're kind of putting off. You are putting men off in the back burner because of the situation that just occurred with your life. And the men that were resting on you, they taught you something. They taught you lessons. And they made you just get to a space where you're going to just choose who? You. The divine feminine that you are. You're going to continue to get Sharon together the way you want her, building her to the space where you want her to be. You know, you have the flawless skin. You know, you look beautiful using PMQ Essentials, mind you guys. Yeah, shameless plug. I did that. You have that. You're working on your body. So Spirit is saying the way that you're focusing on yourself, keep going. I see so much light ahead of you. They're showing me in real time and vision. I see so much light ahead of you. Let me know. Okay, Rebecca 627. Let me know if that resonated with you and if that's giving you some information that you needed. All right, moving on to Kathleen Lean. Please say you're here, because this live is not showing me numbers anymore. I'm going to start with you now. Do you guys have snacks? Somebody eat something for me. Like, yeah, I'm going to get off here shortly because I need to actually, yeah. All right. So Kathy Lean, Miss Kathy Lean. Let's see what's coming up for you. I did. Ooh, okay, I just got your message, Miss Kathy Lane. So Spirit did tell you that somebody was going to call, so I guess they called. I guess Tyrone called, yes. Let's see, not his name, your figure of speech. If you know the song called Tyrone, you know what I'm talking about. Play on words, if you will. All right, so, did we lose Sharon? Sometimes this reception can go a little wonky. Y'all eating Cheetos Puffs? That'll work. You're supposed to be sipping some tea with lemon or something. Gia, she probably eating with her little teeth, her little two teeth. All right, so Spirit is saying here, this date that you just went on, they're giving me that you probably came off a little bit like on guard, because that's kind of your nature, your disposition, where it's like, I don't know, I guess I'll go ahead and do that, but I'm watching you. Like, I will say this, when it comes to feminines, Kathy Lean has been with me almost 6 years too, you guys. Everybody that's in my chat has been with me for years. And I've seen these women just flourish like incredibly. She's one of my divine feminines that don't play, okay, at all. She will send you packing, okay? And so they're saying that you were a little bit on defense here. And you were kind of willing to walk alone. Like, if this don't go well at the end of it, I'm good. Like, I can leave out of here after this little whatever we doing, whether you had a coffee or whatever y'all went. Like, I'm perfectly content to go home to my house, my own spot, and cross my legs and chill with myself. And when you have that kind of attitude, you will never really be alone, because you know, okay. There's my warning for my battery's low, so I'm gonna have to end here. So it's like perfect timing. So Knight of Pentacles says that you're not afraid to walk alone at all, because the thing is, you refuse to allow a man to ever take your balance ever again. And they're also saying you're also looking for some more affirmation that this is your guy that Spirit predicted that I gave you when we said, did we not say? Because for those of you guys who haven't been with me, I started actually, you haven't read with me, Spirit actually had me play with timing, and I started doing the pendulum. A lot of you guys participated, and every single prediction came to pass. So you want to know if this man is him. You've been waiting for him. The one I told you who would be in June. Who was you just on a date with, and what month is it? So Spirit said that should answer your question. That sounds a little egoish, but they messing with you because they know how it is. You guys, with my one-to-ones, we have a different connection at this point. Let's see. So the Five of Cups says that there's a fear of loss. There's a kind of little bit of a worry here. Like, I don't know. You're not sure. Okay. The Spirit said, let me help you out with that. Pump your brakes. Let me help you and tell you to just enjoy this. Don't worry about it. Don't overthink it. Just be. You get to be that girl. You can't be sitting around here looking 20 forever and keeping all that gorgeousness to yourself, Miss Kathy. Okay, Miss Riley. So they're saying you have this, just don't worry about it. And the thing is, let her defrost. Let your divine feminine frost. It's okay. You get to show a little bit of, I do like you back. I can hear you. That's your voice. Oh my God. I would challenge you to the max. Like, I do like you back. You are kind of cute or whatever. She doesn't sound like that. That's yeah. So, but the Emperor says that This is a man that literally wants to focus. He wants to give you energy. He wants to give you time. So enjoy this. And you were feeling upside down when you made the decision to disconnect from the previous masculine. And you see how quickly Spirit blessed you when you went into it? When you guys, that's the biggest thing. Trust Spirit. When Spirit says something, trust them with your whole gut. Trust them with your chest. Because they have your best interest at heart. And the King of Swords says here, that, and yes, for those of you guys who are wondering it, because I can hear the thoughts in real time. Yes, the way that you are hearing me right now is how I am in my lives. I mean, how I am in my lives is how I am one-to-one. When I get to know my clients. Now, it's professional. The initial one, we're professional all the time. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying like we're girls around here. And Spirit can be real, and also you can have a good time. So, King of Swords says that this man is trying to figure out the best thing to say to you. He like, I gotta be perfect because she's beautiful. You got this man nervous, but they're saying that you, and also too, I feel like you use your psychic. Be careful, psychic in this man, Kathy Lane. I will give you a warning about that in real time. When it comes to reading our significant others, make sure you let somebody else read them because you don't want to get in trouble. Because there's going to be things you miss because there are going to be feelings involved, especially when you start to catch them. So they're also saying that you guys don't have to get married right away. Okay. So yes, trust Spirit. You don't have to get married right. You got to marry the man. Just let him prove himself to you. Let him show you who he is. And they're saying that your days of worrying are over. So and then he was kind of mad about the delay there. So it's a good thing that you guys met up. Let me know if that resonates with you in the comment section below. Did you get what you needed? All right, you guys, I'll take a couple more questions and then I'm going to run. I will keep you guys abreast when I can get on here again. I want to thank you so much for you guys' continued support. And like I said, please do, if you want to get a reading with me and you haven't had one with me, it's time to get on that calendar and solidify a spot so we can get in there regularly. I do aid people into manifesting their greatest realities. I've become a master manifester as it relates to getting your ex back if you want them back, especially if that person's for you. Then we can actually draw them back. I always tell my people, make sure that you understand the person you're manifesting is the person that left. So and I always encourage you guys to manifest somebody back that's going to be good for you, not somebody who treated you like, you were nothing. Okay. What else? So I am a master manifester. I do have products if you guys are not able to get a one-to-one reading. Yeah, but no, because they told you he was going to be quiet. For those of you guys who can't afford one-to-one readings, I do it by the minute. And also too, I do offer products you can buy, and I do give, if you spend $75, I do give you what will transpire into your life. So that's another way for you to get a reading. Okay. I'm glad. Perfect. I hope you guys enjoyed the live. Please do comment before we leave here who you guys want to see next in a longer reading, or who you will want me to cover that we haven't covered in a while. But I think we did all the updates on all the folks, and you guys let me know what's going to happen as those come to pass. All right, I'm going to take a couple questions and I'm going to get off this thing. You are very welcome. My pleasure, always. Wait a minute, Kathy Lean. I owe you 5 more minutes because you paid for 10 minutes. Excuse me. That's what I'm going to do. I apologize. I owe you 5 more minutes. Spirit just reminded me, like, nope, get back in there, Queen. Take it out. Yes, sir, Spirit. I could hear God's voice. You owe that woman 5 more minutes. Okay, so let's get you 5 more minutes here, Miss Kathy Lean. Okay, so they're saying here with the Ace of Swords, there's a need for you to trust your gut as well. Yeah, they were just saying you get your other insights through your advisor, which is me, but also trust your gut. But don't try to read him too deeply. You know what I mean? And you don't have to be on guard. Let him do a lot of the work. Let him do a lot of the heavy lifting. And what I mean by that is let him woo you. Because the thing is, you're not easily persuaded anyway. So the 7 of Wands says that you've been the strong woman for a long time. You've been in the season for the last 6 years that I've known you, where you came out of a very tough space now to be into this place where you are blessed. You are content with who you are, who you've become, that you're just not going to allow any old thing in your space. So Spirit is saying here with the Page of Pentacles that don't look for red flags, because if he has them, he will show you. He will show you. And the Six of Swords says that, you know, you're still not gonna let nobody lead you. That still ain't gonna happen. So they're saying here, but they don't want you to get to the point where you stress out, to be clear. And you are not to give him a reach out. So I know he reached out to you because you wasn't gonna do it. He ain't going nowhere. That's for sure. And the thing is that here with the Ace of Wands, I'm seeing that you're not trying to go anywhere with him intimately. Good on you. You're not trying to go there too soon. And that's really good, because if we give our bodies too soon, that's given a prize and a man didn't have to earn it. And so therefore he will get too comfortable if we're not careful, amongst other things. And they're saying that you won't have to fight here, but I see celebration not to come in the way that you're looking for it right away. So this is going to be a slow build. And that's the way you actually really want it. In a way, on the back end, that's secretly what you desire, because that's who you are. You don't want to ever abandon anybody anymore or be abandoned. And they're also saying that if anybody gonna end this, it's always gonna be you, because you was ready to end it before it began. Because you're like, I don't know if it's you, because you ain't text me back. You know. So with the Chariot here, Spirit is saying you don't have to clear anything. And also too, I know that your migraines have gotten less, but I'm getting one in real time. It's a little baby one. So they're knocking on me to tell you to continue drinking your water, continue keeping stress away from you, because I'm seeing your headaches are minor, but they're still there. So there's a need to care for yourself. And this guy, it feels like he's not going to feel like, because this is coming out in reverse, the Lovers, which is giving more marriage. He's not going to feel like he's marriable right away. This is something that is really going to build. You're going to bring out this man's consciousness on a whole nother level. Basically, he's going to become who you need over time. Okay. That makes sense. So that's why you're probably questioning, like, is this even the one that Queen predicted? Because he needs to come into the fullness of who he is. And literally by indirectly being around you, he's going to literally become better. Because the thing is, he's going to be in your realm. He's going to have to step up to the plate. He's going to have to improve himself. But the difference is, this is a man that want to do it. And I love that for you, because sometimes people don't come prepared. But the man that says, I'm willing to change for you, he can be the one. He can become the one, because he's going to make himself the one. Because you get a man based off how much healing you have done. So the energetic vibration you are at is imperative, because he's going to have to meet it. He's going to have to, step up or get lost. And the thing is, this man wants to step up. He comes with money. He comes with his own money. So that's not going to be a problem. But as far as consciousness goes, you're standing at a giraffe's height. And I would say that he used to be on ant level, but he's a little bit more above that. But he's in a space enough to be able to stand by you at least. Y'all might be at different heights consciously, but he can meet you where you are in other areas. So he will start to meet, because this is not a man you're not going to have to coddle him either. I love that for you. Last card in perfect timing. 5 minutes goes by fast. He ain't going nowhere. So that I'm hearing that spirit say you can hang that up. He ain't going nowhere. This man like you. It's something about Kathleen Lee's energy, because every single man that she attracts or that man wants her, like, she has to like almost run away. Like, you don't have no problem getting the guy at all. Okay. I love that for you. And I'm very happy for you that the man that spirit gave is actually in your vicinity. He just needs a little sharpening. That's all. That's all. All right, guys, I don't want this to die on you, so I'm going to leave it here. After the video has posted, you still will be able to leave comments. So please leave comments about celebrities you would like me to cover. And it sounds like me and P a little bit. Yeah, it is. It is. Yes, ma'am. Be nice to my friend. Lord. Okay. So, oh, P, I'm still traumatized. Okay, so yeah, leave comments about who you guys want me to cover. And then also too, since we didn't get a chance to do it tonight, I will try to let you guys know when I can do the collective one about the, literally the title of it is going to be something along the lines of, do not sleep with your assignments. And I'll give you guys a little context about that. What I mean by that is you need to be mindful of what a connection is and what a fleeting lust connection or interaction is, because a lot of people they're coupling and pairing themselves with people who were meant to be a ship passing in the night, a one-time energetic exchange, and that was it. Yes, it was. You think what you want. If your mind is dirty and it wants to go there, it's going there. But it could have been you guys had coffee and it just didn't work out. Some people try to let people stay past their expiration date. Is what I'm. Now we on 10%, because my phone is telling me to hush and gone. So basically, we're going to get into that in the collective reading. So I will let you guys know when I'm capable of doing that. It's probably going to be on Saturdays, you guys, from here on out. because I have to literally make time along with my busy schedule. So after all of the clients and things like that, which I have a total of 52 new clients added to my my roster. So I am super crazy busy, okay, on top of all of my VIPs that I already have. So you guys comment below all of that, and I will see you all in the next live. Thanks for coming out. Be blessed, and I'll see you in your one-to-one soon. Blessings.